Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Brandon. This is Clown Shoes Hephaestus. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. I'm not Greek or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just an old country hillbilly and I pronounce these words, and a lot of times I get them right and sometimes I don't get them right. It's Hephaestus, Hephaestus. And this is a bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout coming in at 14 point, no, it says 12.5% on the bottle. It's got 14% on Beer Advocate and 14% on Beer Advocate and Rate Beer both. They're both wrong. This particular version is 12.5%, 12.5% by volume. And this says bottled on 04/11 of 2016. And I'm reviewing this on the 24th of May. So it's about 6 weeks old. And this beer is going to keep for a long, long, long time, guys. Brandon sent this to me, so thanks again, my brother Brandon, for sending it to me. He sends some awesome beer mail packages, and so does Rico and a lot of you other guys, Dave and Parrish and Steve and everybody. Everybody. I know I'm leaving out a bunch of people here because I get beer mail packages from all over the world, guys, from Amsterdam and the Netherlands and Brazil and Canada and all over the country. I feel very blessed to be the recipient of all these wonderful beer mail packages that I do get. When I come home and there's a big box of beer on the porch, it's like Christmas to me. I mean, it is. It really is. So, Brandon, Rico, all you guys that send me beers, thanks a bunch, my brothers. Y'all are some true connoisseurs of great craft beer. And these are beers that I cannot get here in Virginia, guys. In this particular version here, it may be and Brandon sent this to me, it may be a Texas only release. I have not seen this here in Virginia. I don't get to the beer store as often as I should or I could because it's across town. It's about a 30-mile trek across there to see those guys over there at the Barrel Chest. And with all the wonderful beers that are being sent to me, I mean, it's useless for me to go make a beer run when I can't get them into the fridge. So I feel very blessed. I really do. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. This is a Russian Imperial Stout bourbon barrel aged. And both the ABVs on both sites are wrong. This is a 12.5%er, not a 14%er. So I don't know where they get their numbers from. But with each additional version, they ought to change their website and say new release is 12.5% instead of 14% or whatever. So you can't go by those numbers all the time. You can look it up. If you're in the beer store and you're punching it up and you're going, oh, it's a 14%, and you look at the bottle, it says 12.5%. You got to realize the recipes change from year to year. And this may be a new release, and it may be a Texas-only release since Brandon sent it to me. So we'll see what this brings to the table at a 12.5% Russian Imperial Stout bourbon barrel aged. Food pairings for this style of beer says here. Oh, I didn't read you the commercial description. And I don't know if that's going to be accurate, being two different ABVs. Clown Shoes beer is selected a beer named after the Greek god of blacksmiths, Metals and Volcanoes to be the next Texas state exclusive release. So right there it tells us Texas only release from this. That's why I haven't seen it here in Virginia. This beer is brewed in Massachusetts and sent directly to Texas. Hephaestus is a 14% ABV bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout, which is wrong. This is 12.5%. It says it uses an Ipswich, Massachusetts-based company Fistful of Unidragon, which I have reviewed, as a base for the beer, adding espresso from Finca Santa Barbara beans sourced from Apennea. A-P-E-N-E-C-A. Apaneca, El Salvador. The new beer is a collaboration between Clown Shoes Beer Bar, the Hay Merchant, and Blacksmith Coffee, which pulled 1,000 shots of espresso and packaged them airtight for use in this beer. Both Hay Merchant and Blacksmith Coffee are based in Houston. Maybe that's the reason they're shipping this beer exclusively to Texas, since the coffee and espresso beans come from Texas. So, but the ABV is wrong. Both of them have 14% and it has 12.5% on the bottle. Food pairings for this beer, it says, it is your typical Russian Imperial Stout food pairings. Since it's a stout, it goes well with chocolate dishes, of course, and a glassware pint, Beckeronic tumbler, snifter, and can be sold for long periods under the proper conditions. We're not going to sell this beer because Brandon paid his hard-earned money for it and paid to ship it to me, so we're going to review it pretty timely. So, Brandon, once again, thank you, my brother, for sending me all the wonderful beers that you do. I'm a big fan of Clown Shoes beers. I really, really am, and especially the ones that's going to Texas and I can't get my hands on here anyway. So they do some wonderful graphics on their bottles. They really, really do. A lot of fancy artwork on there. So let's see what this one brings to the table. Enough of the talking, and let's start pouring. Nice little hiss on this one. Russian Imperial Stout. And it says here, right on the bottom of the label, Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with espresso. So if you're an espresso Imperial Stout fan, you probably don't like this. And I do like a nice coffee stout. Pitch black coming out of the bottle here, guys. And the head is a rich dark brown color. About a finger of head on that pour. I'm losing my voice. Pitch black all the way down, up and down. No light through the big part or the little part of the glass here. Looks pretty impressive. A nice, dark Russian Imperial Stout bourbon barrel aged. Let's get a nose on it. I'm getting the bourbon. Oh, man. Rich roasted malt, caramel, toffee, hints of dark fruit, bittersweet chocolate, coffee, espresso coffee. Oh, that smells wonderful. Damn, guys, why y'all send this to Texas only? Send it to all of us. Come on. Chaps my ass. I want to taste this too. Don't send it all to Texas. Let me have some. Come on. Alright, guys. This smells wonderful. This smells really, really good. If it wasn't for 12.5%, you could have this for breakfast. And you still could if you're doing it on the weekends. You ain't got to go nowhere. If I drank this on a Saturday or a Sunday, an hour later I'd be back into bed. Cheers. Cheers, Brandon. Thank you, sir. Wow. Espresso. Big coffee notes. Rich roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics. Dark fruit, bittersweet chocolate. Coffee, caramel, brown sugar. Molasses. Just the right amount of bourbon for this beer. Wow. A great beer for the final beer of the evening, which this is for me. Oh, that's delicious. You guys in Texas that's getting these beers, well, you're some lucky some bitches. This is delicious. That is delicious. Look at the lacing left on the glass right there. These bourbon barrel aged beers that these breweries do, they do them right. First run barrels, you get the bourbon notes. You get the coffee that they've done with this. Rich roasted malt, toffee, caramel, molasses, brown sugar, hints of dark fruit. That is freaking delicious. That is awesome. This may be a 10 beer. I'm not sure. I'm gonna, like I said, it's right out of the fridge. I'm gonna let her have the other half of this 22-ounce bottle, and I'm gonna sip on this and go outside and smoke on a cigar. She's in there cooking dinner, and we'll finish this up and come back here in about 35-40 minutes, and we'll see what this one ends up. But it looks very damn impressive to me right now. So very well made, very well done. Clown shoes. Hats off. Excellent beer. Send it to the rest of us. Don't send it all to Texas. Let me have some. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to sit on this about 35-45 minutes or so. Very, very tasty. Very well done beer from these guys at Clown Shoes. Everything that's done in a bourbon barrel kicks it up a notch. 2, 3, 4, 12. This is awesome. This is freaking awesome, guys. It is rich roasted malt, espresso coffee, dark fruit, plums, dates, raisins, figs, caramel, toffee, brown sugar, molasses. Oh, it's awesome. It is awesome. It is a very well made beer. And like I said, this is a 12.5%, not a 14%, like Great Beer and Beer Advocate both have. Evidently, a lot of times when they brew these beers, it changes from year to year, and this particular version is 12.5%, not 14. So, very tasty. And like I told you earlier, guys, it has a bottled on date here. And it's very hard for me to see right now. 04/14/2016, April 14th of 2016. So it's about 6 weeks old in the bottle, not counting the time they put it in the bourbon barrels and during fermentation. So very easily a year or possibly even 2 years old before they bottled it. I don't know how long they left it in the bourbon barrels. They're very tasty, very well done. Final beer of the evening for me. Excellent, most excellent beer. I can't think of a single thing that I could say that would change or make this beer better. It's awesome. A very creamy, nice, medium mouthfeel to this beer. Almost to the full mouthfeel on this. Very nice, very nice. You could have this beer with a big dish or after dinner as your dessert. This would be a great dessert beer. It's delicious. The bourbon barrel notes are just perfect. They're freaking perfect on this beer. Final chug. That is so well made. The blending of between the hops and the malt and the bourbon barrel aging on this beer is perfection. Guys, for me, this is a 10 beer. This is an awesome beer. This is definitely worth picking up. And like I said, more than likely this is a Texas release only beer, since the coffee and everything comes from Texas. They haven't released this anywhere else other than Texas. They brew this beer and they blend it and they bourbon barrel age it, and then they ship it all off to Texas. Chaps my hats. I want to see this in Virginia. Yeah. This is a very tasty beer, guys. I enjoyed this thoroughly. Great beer to wrap up the evening with, which is what I'm doing. Final beer of the evening for me. It's a 10 for me, guys. It's a 100. It's awesome. It's delicious. And I would beer advocate and rate beer. There's not enough guys in Texas that have responded to this beer for them to give a rating. A couple of guys have done it on both sites, but not enough for them to give a rating on this. So I'm on my own on this one. I'm giving it a 10. It's a 100. It's delicious. It's one of their better beers. That's why it chaps my ass that I can't get this beer here in Virginia. They're shipping it all to Texas. So you guys in Texas, go pick up this beer. You will not be disappointed. It is fucking excellent. Oops, I did the F-bomb there. I can't think of anything that I would say to make this beer any better. It is awesome, guys. All the things in this beer that you want to see in a Russian Imperial Stout bourbon barrel age is there. The dark fruit, the coffee, the rich roasted malt, the dark fruits, everything. Everything is there. Total package, very easy drinking for a 12.5%. And if you drink more than one of these, you're going to have your buzz going on, and I got mine going on right now. So, very nice. Very well done beer from Clown Shoes. So if you see this one, this is their Hephaestus. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's a barrel aged version of this. So let me know if you've had it, 12.5%. And if you hadn't, go to your store and pick this thing up. It's damn tasty. Share it with some friends or family, or cellar it. This beer is going to keep for a long, long time. Now it's coffee infused on this beer, so I don't know how long you can sell this beer before the coffee starts fading tremendously over time. So you might want to have this within a year or two if you purchase it. Buy 2 of them. Try one now. Try one in about 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years down the road, and see what you think. Very nice. Brandon, thanks again, sir. I do appreciate you sending all the beers that you do. This is delicious. Great beer to finish up the evening with, which is what I'm doing. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see if we can dig out the fridge. See you then.